is MashedPotato, and today I am joined within the commentator booth with Nightkore. How are you doing? Oh, oh, oh shit. Okay.
Okay, yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
we were kind of muted. But,
Yeah.
yeah, anyways, welcome to, TOUHOU Project Mania Cup 4th edition. We're going to be seeing Cucumbers versus Buckets today. I'm going to shorten it to that, as MashedPotato did say earlier. I don't know if you did hear him or not when he was muted. So yeah, in the
Mm.
commentary is going to be Mashed and Nightkore. So, yeah, going to be a pretty interesting match today, seeing from both these teams.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. So I think both of these teams are basically MWC quality levels. I think this is the sort of levels you see within the semifinals now. So most of the weaker, I would say all of the weaker team has been eliminated, and now we're only left with just the top of the top. You can see there's seed 4 against seed 6 in the losers bracket. So that means whoever loses this match will have to say goodbye to the tournament, leaving as top 12 of this tournament, which is quite an insane feat to see. And I think we already have the roles. Veloci, Captain Rose does 3, and Plan Rose a 50. So that means that Cucumber is going to win the role, and they're going to protect LN1, and Bucket is going to protect Hybrid 1. I'm not sure. Okay, so it looks like um, Cucumbers is banning Rice. Oh, wait, hold on, sorry. Bucket is banning Rice 4. I think that is the Jack map, which is quite understandable. It's quite coin flippy. And I'm not. I think Cucumber is going to ban the second one, and will be the first one to pick.
Yeah, I definitely think Rise Forward would be a very reasonable ban for Bucket. Like, especially we do have a very big step up for this week on the Jack pick. Like, it's a lot denser, it's a lot more anchor heavy, even just like pretty much everything heavy. Like, as I did say in the qualifier pool showcase, it is probably going to be one of the most common maps to ban. But I'm kind of surprised that not really. Okay, so Q1 is gonna be obliged to ban Rice 2, so stream jump stream pick. But I'm kind of surprised they won't be obliged to be kind of going to ban Rice X, kind of judging off by Bucket's performance from the previous week. But again, it's a lot different. It's a lot different pool this week, so I might just be more comfortable with this Rice X.
That's for sure. Yeah. I think the Ellens and the hybrids are the wrong order. So actually, they're protecting. I think that's hybrid 1 that they're protecting, and LN2 is actually a buckets protect. I mean I think the whole point is that both of these teams prefer to. Oh, okay, the protect is correct. Okay, thank you, Rush. But I think the name of the game here is that both of these teams are. I think they're quite risk. They didn't want to risk with picking Rice, and they're more comfortable with battling out on the hybrids and LNs. That is what we've seen so far. And actually, they're going to pick LN2. Oh, sorry, that's a. Is that a banner protect? Oh, that's a
No,
protect
protect.
LN2. Okay, okay.
Oh, that's like a free mouse picked.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, there we go.
there we go. I think that should be
Oh,
correct now. So I think based on the map, I think that's going to be the Hosho Marine Hoi Hoi Gensho Holism. So I think that's the LN density pick. 195 BPM, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I think it's quite similar to last week. Oh, sorry, that was last week. Sorry, my bad. I looked at the wrong. Sorry, it's Sawawa Takeko Hisho Lunatic Princess. 4 BPM higher compared to last week. Similar density and similar length as well. I think the lineup kind of makes sense here. We have Plana and Manifstar on Cucumbers and Veloci and Kesar on Bucket's side.
yeah, I'm fairly familiar with most of the players on Cucumbers. Mostly Salutation and Plana. I do believe Plana winning PH Nat last year, or that was I do believe that might have been Live It either as well. But I think this is definitely going to be a map they'll be fairly comfortable on, hoping they'll be securing the point on. Again, this is
Yeah.
really you got to kind of keep on your toes. And as you said, we have that 4 BPM increase, so kind of stepping up a bit on the BPM, but I do believe like the difficulty does kind of more raise a bit on some of those patterns and the song length.
That's for sure. On the other hand, though, we have Veloci and Kisser. I'm not sure too much about Kesri, but Veloci definitely, I would say, one of or the strongest Taiwanese player out there that has been captain for the Taiwanese team for the past 2 years, and very strong accuracy all-rounder player. And we can see that he's now leading the accuracy with 99.83%, far above Pana and Manipstar. Kesri just slightly behind, but actually still above Manipstar, formerly known as Distar, actually.
Yeah, as we get into the first break, we're still seeing the flickering scores, and yeah, a lot of 200s being traded back and forth, which again is pretty normal if you're playing in that intensity map like this. Again, you can't really be focusing too much on everything. Both these teams hitting that pretty nasty anchor as well. But as we do kind of get into the first break before we jump into the second Ki, yeah, it's just really going to be Veloci going to be kind of keeping the lead over towards that and start finding that as well. Again, map 3 minutes long, still a bit of room for error, but it's just gonna be if
I mean, I'm sorry for cutting off there, but I'm as you said as well. It's just a matter of if Veloci's managed to stay on this accuracy. Kessler is now similar accuracy to Pana. I think the score difference just between Manipstar and Veloci right now. There's still quite a lot of map left to go, but then the miss from Manipstar once again, and now they're 10,000 points. Buckets now with a 10,000 point lead, and that's going to be quite disastrous. Actually, it is their first pick of the match as well, and it's not going well for Cucumbers right now.
We still have the final Ki, which again does kind of get a bit more heavy. We're seeing a lot more of those shield patterns as well, I do believe, from the second Ki. But it's really just going to be Veloci, kind of being the anchor of Bucket now, still holding on to that 99.8 and keeping that very hefty difference as well. If they just hold on to their combo, they could definitely maximize off this pick.
Oh, I've just checked. I don't think Salutation is going to be playing for this weekend. So they're missing a key. I think Salutation would be a good substitution for this time as well. But unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna be here for this weekend. So a very big hit for the Cucumber side. And yeah, we can see Manipstar struggling a lot with this dense LM pattern. Certainly struggling way more compared to the rest. Kesri does drop, but I think it's a bit too late now. 99.5 still ahead of Manipstar, who just got another miss. The top row still doing really well with a full combo, but Veloci is going to run away with the MVP of this pick, and that is going to be a breakpoint as the first pick. And Veloci with an insane ratio, 993k with only 4,200. That is an amazing score from Veloci right there.
Pretty good start for Veloci. And as well, of course, it's going to be the first pick, so, you know, everyone's still kind of finding their equal footing a bit, but that does give a early advantage to Bucket as he did snag that first break point. But again, still the very start, we're still at that best out, we're still out that, going to be best 2-6, I do believe?
Yeah.
Or best at 11,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. First to 6, best out of 11.
But that kind of puts a red flag a bit on Cucumbers because we can definitely see that Bucket are definitely a bit stronger on the physicality side, and especially that they do not have Salutation as well.
I mean, yeah, no, not having Salutation is a big hit to the team. And now actually Bucket's going straight to Rise, actually, Rise 5. So what do you think about this pick, Nightkore?
Rise 5 I think would be a fairly reasonable pick for Bucket. That's just pretty much it I had to say.
Based on, I haven't seen too much of the map, but I think based on how it sounds, I think it's quite. This is either like vocal dump or like mini Jack Fest. I think this is more. I think this is vocal dump. Seeing Elixir as the mapper.
Yeah, you would be correct. Elixir pretty prominent in mapping. Kind of things like this. Gonna be pretty much everything, which I do think will be a fairly reasonable pick for Bucket. So what I was kind of saying about earlier is that Cucumbers did lose that pick on LN2. Kind of issues a small red flag for them because if they're not really too comfortable on more the physical picks, keeping it combo as well, it can kind of raise some issues for some other picks. Especially, I would be saying Rice X and LNX as well. Maybe even some of the heavier Rice picks as well, like Rice One.
Yeah. Though I do think they still have a pretty decent chance on Rice since this star actually I think is more well known as a very strong Rice player and Livet as well, subbing in for Plata if I remember correctly. Being also a very strong Rice player. Actually, this star dropping. Oh sorry, Manip star dropping. Actually, that's a very dirty drop right at the 400 combo mark, down to 99.3, way below compared to. Just look at the right hand side right now. 99.95 on both Veloci and Kesri.
Yeah, it seems like those three players did manage to hold on to the intro fairly well. It's just made it so bit behind in the race here. But again, we still have most of the map left. We're gonna see a lot more of those. We're gonna see a lot more of those jacks, a lot more of those pretty abrasive stream patterns as well. And as we do jump into the first key, we're seeing a lot more of those broken snap notes. A lot of those mini jacks as well you kind of have to watch out for at 165 BPM as well, but they are fairly flowy in the map, but it's just really going to be if you could transition fairly in and out.
Yeah, and actually though, yeah, this guy actually, he's actually recovering so quickly right now. 99.7. I think that could just, I think he's now found his footing, but is that enough for them to come back? The score lead is now at 2,000. Oh, actually, I didn't realize. Oh, Kesri. You see that Kesri accuracy is down to 99.6. I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's dropping a good few 100s. So I do believe he dropped 2 in the KI and another 2 there, which is actually going to be flicking the score over towards Cucumbers a bit, but it's still holding on to that combo. But really, if I do believe Cucumbers can hold on to their accuracy, it might be able to flick over if they can hold on to the last KI well.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're all eyes on Kesri right now. I think I was very surprised as well. He was holding 99.95, matching down Veloci, but I think it's just the stamina throughout the map itself. This is sure it's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but it's just non-stop. 165 mini jacks and broken stream throughout the map itself. It is very dense. And you can see right now, everyone's still holding their combo right now. Manip Star still holding together. Would this be Cucumber's answer back to buckets? We have to wait and see. We'll still have a bit more of the map left.
There wasn't enough map left. It was really that miss at the start that just was almost a deciding factor. But
oh wow,
that's just really unfortunate with the misses at the start.
Yeah, actually I didn't realize that Kesri actually dropped 6 200 and 7 100. I think he might have got a bit of a combo rush moment there. I think in some of the broken stream. It tends to happen when you're trying to act too hard and you kind of lost a bit of concentration.
Could also be nerves, because a lot of those 100s were early as well, which guess we kind of just have to count those nerves a bit if that was the case, because this pool is like it would like a lot with the dense picks. It would be very unfortunate to find a couple of drops, but now Cucumbers gets their pick again, maybe trying to turn things around. Maybe if they want to orient around more so of the lighter LNs or hybrids, I would reckon they would be going for one of those picks, just trying to win off accuracy alone, because their accuracy definitely is more prominent. I would say their accuracy is fairly prominent going up against Bucket.
Yeah, that's for sure. Maybe just go for the LN ones right now might be a decent idea, just to steer back the ship just a bit right now. They have just lost their breakpoint and nearly got their breakpoint back, but maybe just going with the comfort pick might just be the direction for them, just to be able to get some of their momentum back.
Yep, and they're going to be up against a hybrid too, actually.
Oh, actually, it's the GZ Dongsheng hybrid. Very well-known hybrid mapper. Many famous ranked maps out there. I think this is going to be more techie jack hybrid. So you're going to be seeing quite a lot of density pattern with mini jacks layered throughout the patterns as well. It's going to be very annoying for just to hold your combos together. Not and also just holding accuracy as well in general.
I think Cucumbers can definitely like hold their own when it does come to Jacks. But now that was on 160. We're jumping up to 170, and most of those Jacks are probably going to be converted around into shields. Which again, I do think that they'll be fairly comfortable in still holding their own. But you still got to watch out for this map. Again, being 3 minutes long, you just kind of have to hold your own pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably gonna be. I think the main point of this matchup now is the have the 1v1 between Manipstar and Kesri. I think Veloci and Pana and also Veloci and Levet, they kind of like equal each other out in accuracy and combo. It's just the battle between Manipstar and Kesri, who can hold their accuracy together more, who can hold their combo more. For the past two maps so far, it's been Kesri coming out with a victory, but this star can still fight back, as you can see in the previous. Oh, actually, Pana was the first person to drop right there.
Kind of rough start already, but again, at 3 minutes long, they actually are kind of managing those shields and kind of the first KI very well. So probably was just kind of a rough transition into the start, especially now that their accuracy is fairly equal over towards Kasri, and actually finding that drop as well, which is all going to be swinging the lead back towards Cucumbers again.
It's probably gonna go back to yeah, it's going to Cucumber. Yeah, I think Pala's drop was also really early as well, so he actually did lose the 400 combo kind of score. And we can see actually Manipstar outscoring Veloci and Plana now outscore. Oh, as soon as I said that, he missed right at the transition. That must be very tilting.
Yeah, especially in a map like this where, you know, you're dealing with a lot of those shields and a lot of those more LN streams, all those weird releases on different snappings. It can definitely be very tricky to keep your combo, and it does seem like the case there. But the start is actually going to be climbing back up to the 400 combo when we do jump into our next KI section, so maybe there could be a chance for a comeback right here.
Oh, actually, as you said that, wow, Kessler just got a drop, and now the score lead might just go straight. Actually, oh, now it's going back. It's missing at the build-up. I'm getting scared now, because this is just the build-up. It's not even the KI yet, and here's the KI coming.
Okay, all players hit that transition in well, but now when we're getting to second KI, we're seeing a lot more of those shields. Kisri finding another drop as well, which is only going to be increasing the score lead. If Cucumbers can hold onto their combo and hold their own, then it will be swinging over towards give them a fairly hefty advantage. But this map is just pretty much no breaks. Even at the break sections, there's still no breaks. And that miss again is only going to be increasing the score lead even further. You still have around 1/4 of the map left where it doesn't really, again, we're still keeping that same density from the KI, and it's just going to be Kasri finding more of those drops, which is only going to be increasing the score lead further. But there's not going to be enough map left for anything else significant to happen.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And I think this is the team performance that Cucumber's looking for. Plana and Manipstar are doing very well. Manipstar just managed to hold up Veloci just enough. Veloci did get, I'm pretty sure that is a 99.8 FC. Plana doing well enough to outscore Kesri to get their first point of this match, and that is not a sweep. And that is a very strong team performance right there for Cucumbers. As cool as a Cucumber, one may say.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, very good performances from everyone. Veloci actually getting that 10 to 1 ratio along with that along the 99.8 FC. Very good performance by them.
Wow. Like actually, how does one manage to keep their combo, not just combo, but also just sharpshooting like accuracy there in this sort of map? It's actually insane to see that the players in this modern era can get these sorts of score on command in a tournament.
Kessery also actually holding on to a very good PA as well, but it was a lot more of those 50s fended drop. Probably a bit more nervous when they come to some of those earlier releases.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this pick. I'll be honest. It's too coin flippy. Unless they've seen the previous performance from Cucumbers and they think they can beat Cucumber's score in the quarterfinals, but this is too coin flippy in my opinion. It's a very straight, yeah, you can say straightforward, like speed like pick. and we're going to be seeing Livet coming in as well. Livet and MashedPotato, as I said before, they are quite strong. Their performance in the previous Rice Pick is quite strong, showing they can still do very well in these sorts of Rice Pick in the semifinals. So this is very risky for Bucket, and in my opinion, it's not the way to go.
Yeah, we're still holding on to around 300 BPM range, and as you did say, this might be a little too safe of a pick, judging by the quarterfinal performance. But again, yeah, it's not really much of a difficulty increase when it does come to the BPM. Again, we're still seeing a lot more of those denser snappings that go up to 300 BPM. It's going to be really more of the outer patterns. So a lot more of those pretty dense trills stacked into the into the stream sections.
Yeah, and here we go. Can Cucumber take their breakpoint back now that they have earned the first point? Can they get a second point, or can Bucket just shut down the potential comeback of Cucumbers? And it's a bit of an early start right now. Nothing much going on. As expected, they are very comfortable in these sorts of patterns.
I did probably expect that. Like, it'd be fairly comfortable for every side to kind of, hold on. Again, it's just really the mini factors in the map you kind of have to focus on. Again, there's a bit of broken jump stream when you do get into the Kiais, along with a lot more of those one-hand trills and some of those lighter jacks as well. Kind of being a bit angry going into the first transition, which we will see a bit more when we do get into the Kiai. Again, it's more of a stop and go map where it's like you jump into a Kiai and then you're kind of on that break and then you just jump right into it. So if all these players are fairly comfortable with one of the drops, they're most likely comfortable with all of them. It's probably just going to be nerves that's going to be coming down to the main factor.
Yeah, I mean, we can see right now, accuracy is pretty much even. Only a slight accuracy outperformance on the side of Bucket, but with these sorts of maps, I think there's gonna be at least one combo break or two, or just a very dirty combo rush. We have to wait and see, but right now everyone's still holding on their footing. Lowest accuracy on the board is 99.82 from Veloci. Very unexpected to be honest, considering his performance so far in the past 3 maps. It is now the score lead is less than 3. It's around 3 digit. It's actually flicking right back to Cucumbers, and MashedPotato missing right at the transition once again. Oh, that is so disastrous for Cucumbers.
That drop was very punishing as well, holding onto that guitar solo besides the end, and actually Veloci finding a small accuracy drop as well from that Ki. That's at a 99.81. I was going to say that was going to be in Cucumber's favor, but again with that big drop from the Steyr, there's going to be a very significant difference when it does come to the score. But we still have the second Ki as well, so we're going to see all these players fare on. But I do think it's going to be one of those safe picks where I don't even think a clean drop would be able to swing the score lead back regardless.
No, I don't think so either. The drop from this style was too disastrous. It's already 10,000 point lead right now. They need a miracle from Bucket, but I don't think Bucket's going to give them the chance, and they're going to close with a double full combo. And Kesri is showing up with a 99.91% accuracy. Yeah, there's not much more maps left, and that is that for Bucket. That is going to be 3-2-1 with a double full combo and a 1.99 million team score. Very impressive, with a 1-100 combined, or 1-100, 1-200 combined for both Veloci and Kesri combined. I don't think the miss for MashedPotato would matter. Even if he V1 double S, I think the team performance was just too strong right there for Bucket for Cucumbers to do anything, and that is going to be 3-1, and Cucumber will have to pick to try to save their potential tournament lifeline.
Kesri just showing everyone in the lobby from that performance that they are really the head chef, really just cooking up a score like that. 997 on a 300 BPM stream pick is very impressive performance. That still kind of leads a red flag to around Cucumbers, which again I would be again it was very reasonable why they did ban race 2 for a pick like that. Yeah. But again, that risk did pay off from race 1. But now, what is gonna be Cucumber's next pick? I'd probably be obliged to see another LM pick, maybe even their protect. But no, they're picking.
They're picking. Wait! They're picking They're picking Buckets Protect. Ooh, that's ballsy. That is ballsy. I mean, I don't know how to. I mean, it is a rise orientated hybrid, or at least yeah, okay, more straightforward jump stream ish. Um, yeah, jump stream ish pick. 235 BPM. I'm not sure about this either, but to be fair, Cucumbers don't have a lot of choice. Rice is definitely out of the question. They did lose on LN2. Actually, yeah, they did lose on LN2, which is the straightforward kind of jump stream-ish LN pick, and now they're picking another jump stream-like pick, which is hybrid one, and it's even 30 BPM faster compared to LN2 as well. It's a bit questionable, but at the same time, you're gonna have to risk it.
Again, this isn't the first time we have seen teams picking the other team's protect. I do believe that did happen a few times. It's actually kind of uncommon to see, but again, not impossible. They'd probably be somewhat I'd say they'd probably be somewhat comfortable in this map, and probably they'd be pretty glad that Bucket did decide to protect this. So, gonna be a fairly interesting map to watch both teams perform at.
Mm. Yeah, I'm surprised actually Bucket. They still keeping Veloci and Kesri. I was expecting Scheisse to come in or Scheisse to come in. Um, at some point, he's also I think just as capable to get good accuracy as Veloci as well. So maybe he's just not around. But yeah, now I think considering how this match has went so far, I'm pretty sure Veloci and Kesri is going to play the rest of the map pool with no substitution. So one may consider a potential stamina or at least some sort of like fatigue later on down the match. But now here's our third pick, and I think, as expected, Bucket is leading by just a bit with an accuracy lead just because of Veloci at 99.9 right now.
Yeah, even then, even if it will take a mental toll on these players just kind of going in all these maps, especially at semifinals level, where there's a lot more maps to kind of work around with, which can definitely be a deciding factor as well. But pretty much, again, what we're seeing a lot in this map, and Veloci actually finding a drop as well on some of that rise transitions. But again, what I was saying is, this is definitely going to be kind of more coin flip. You're starting off with a rice section, then you're jumping into LN pretty much. So, the LN is fairly simple. But again, just kind of managing all those snappings and kind of jumping into the rice transitions as well.
Yeah, we can see actually now the accuracy lead is on the side of Cucumbers. Both players are above 99.7, whilst none of the players on Bucket are at 99.7. They're down to 99.6. Maybe this was the right pick for them. Maybe it was a godsend for Cucumbers that Bucket actually protected this map. Maybe they're actually really comfortable on this. And you can see Manipsa showing up in all fronts right now. We're 2/3 of the map in, and he's still holding 99.8%. Plata, really strong supporting score, matching that of Veloci at 99.7%. This is such a strong performance from Cucumbers. This is what they needed.
The way I see it is like, if you're picking your opponent to protect, then you probably are extremely confident in taking a pick like that. So yeah, it's end did pay off, especially as Kesri finding another drop as well, which is going to be both full combos from Bucket gone, and we only have around 1/10 of the map left, which even at this point, a miss from Cucumbers I don't think would change anything. But now as we do kind of get into the outro of the map where we do start to close off, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that it's going to be Cucumbers taking this point.
Yeah, I'm very sure about that as well. And that is a double full combo on Hybrid 1. Very impressive performance from both Plana and Manipstar. Veloci with a very strong MAE to boot, but it's just that they didn't hold their combo together. Best ratio, but it's just not enough. You just have to full combo. Kesri as well, down to 99.49 and a sub 980k score. That is not enough to get a score against Cucumbers. And now that is 2-3. Cucumbers now they really need to try to find a way to get a breakpoint against Bucket to even this match.
Yeah, that is pretty much yeah. So that does kind of give Cucumbers back into and into a bit of a nice situation still if they do manage to find a breakpoint in the next pick. So
Straight into rice
Bucket's actually
free
going to
here.
be rice free.
Yeah. I mean, isn't this the jump stream pick?
Yeah, this could be a pre or jump stream pick, so like stamina. Now,
Mm,
this is going to be a very interesting pick, I would I would say, because there's only 2 rice picks left. If Cucumbers can snag a breakpoint back in this pick, that would give them a huge advantage, um as then there'll only be 2 rice picks left that again is only going to be 3 points for Bucket on, so they can't use rice to guarantee their victory anymore.
yeah.
So let's just hope that Cucumbers can still hold their own this, and maybe Buckets can um and the Buckets can hold on to their can hold on this map, because if they win this pick, if Bucket wins this pick, they have a fairly hefty advantage, as they can just pick the other 2 rice picks that, you know, they are more prominent in the rice, and maybe they can be able to punch their way into the I do believe second conditional for the semis.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're hoping that we can see a very exciting match today. Actually, I just realized that Bucket picking this is actually not. It's a very reasonable pick considering Cucumbers did ban Rice 2, which is kind of the most similar pick compared to Rice 3. So there is some logical sense behind this pick. And here we go. Veloci, Kesri, as expected. Staying in for Bucket. Leave it as expected. Subbing in for Plata for Cucumbers.
Yep. So it's gonna be fairly straightforward, and yeah, no, I don't. Wait, is there so? No.
Oh, wait, actually, Veloci dropping a bit, but that's not gonna matter anything. Any like act drop in the early stage of the map does not mean anything, considering how much nodes are there in this map. It just doesn't matter. It's about how well you can hold your stamina until the end of the map. You have to see at like past the 75% combo mark. That's where you gotta get a lot of act drops, a lot of misses. But for now, you can see that Leave It, Manipstar, doing really well right now, 99.9 plus. Veloci slowly catching up the accuracy right now, trying to chase against Leave It.
This map is definitely a lot more simple when we do contrast this to Rice 2. It's going to be more if you have pure jump stream patterning, so like a lot more of those trills, a lot more of those jump stream and hand stream. Where Rice 2 is definitely a lot more anchoring, I would say. A lot more of those unique patternings. Definitely more kind of a dumpy Rice pick. But still
Yeah,
holding on to
for
this.
sure.
It's really just going to be everyone holding on to their consistency a lot. As we do get those cross-hand trills as well, everyone's still holding on, but it is still going to worry a bit who's going to be taking the first drop pretty much, as something like that could happen in a pick like this, just holding on to that 242 jump stream for that 3-minute mark.
I'm getting so nervous, I'll be honest. Every time I see like a split trail, I feel like someone's going to drip up. It's just so easy to just miss on those sort of patterns when you try to transition from like a jump stream like pattern or like a jump trail like transition straight into a split trail. It's so easy for you to break, and I'm also scared of like the transitions as well between different rice patternings. But so far so good for everyone. A 4-way full combo, a bit of a break for them just to rest their fingers a bit, but the last section of this map is just as brutal as the beginning. So
Is
they really need to regain this stamina really quickly right now.
Veloce actually dropping a few 200s and kind of jumping into transition into the last drop, and here we go into the onslaught of the final Ki, and a lot more of those trills that everyone does hit. We're seeing a lot more of those alternating jump patterns as well, jumping into it, but everyone's still holding on very well. A freeway 99.9 as well. It's just going to be Veloci a small bit behind, but again, just it's going to be whoever breaks first on those transitions. Even a 200 could be a deciding factor, but it doesn't really look like it now. But as we do get into the near outro, it's still Cucumber's still holding their own pretty much, and oh my god, here we go. I'll
Can
leave it to you
Cucumbers
for the
hold
final
their
bit.
kudos? Can they hold on to their kudos right now? Double 99.91, Veloci doing their best to hold their accuracy. But would that be enough for Bucket to take that point back? Or is Cucumber is going to even this match out? We're approaching at the end, and that is that. 1,993K team score, and that's a V1. That's what the heck? What is that? What are you doing? That's a double V1 double S for both Leave It and Manipstar. What is that team performance? What is that? What is that? Why are you doing this? That's illegal.
Freeway V1 double S and only a 600 point difference is insane. And that win actually for Cucumbers is gonna be giving them a huge advantage as there's only two rice picks left. So they still have so if they could just play their cards right, they'd be able to probably have that advantage for later on.
Nightkore, do you want to hear something crazy? If,
Yeah.
if, I'm just saying, if Veloci got a V1 double S, their score would be tied. They would
That
tied.
that that's insane. Oh my god. How rare would we see a tie in general?
Yeah, exactly. If only if Veloci didn't get any of the. Actually, you know how we said the 200 didn't matter too much if they hold the combo together. This would matter everything. That would have changed so much because that we would have got our first tied. Probably I've ever seen in any tournament in Mania tournaments.
The closest was 1 point in Mania World Cup. Okay, so now here we are. Jumping into Hybrid 3. So our let me actually check. Okay,
Okay,
Hybrid 3. Technical. It's gonna be a technical hybrid. Well, more technical accuracy oriented.
yeah. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a lot of flams, a lot of just staggered LN releases, and we're gonna be seeing once again, as expected, Platinum's coming in. And now we're down to a first to three best of five matchup now between Cucumbers and Bucket. This is the close matchup that we have been promised. Cucumber did not have a great start, but I think Star especially has found his footing together after I'll say a pretty disastrous start for him. Now they're back. They're so back.
Can I just say this map is absolutely brutal. So, like, it is not forgiving at all. Especially a lot more of those unique patterning, a lot more of those shields, a lot more of those, a lot of those mini jacks as well at 170 BPM. It is like this patterning. You'll pretty much see it. All we can just say is show don't tell when we do jump into the first Ki. And already we're starting to kick off with a lot more of those shields and midi jacks as well. I'm gonna start kind of finding that early drop as well, which isn't going to be favoring. Actually, both full combos from Cucumbers is gone already, which is not going to be the best start.
I would say it's just really early onto the map, so there's not a lot you can say about this, considering how brutal this map can still be. And we can see right now, Plata is actually not doing quite well right now. He's still not climbing his accuracy back up. It's only down to 99.3, far below compared to the rest of the lobby right now. Veloci did drop. Actually, that's a very dirty drop from Veloci.
But still, Kestri holding onto that full combo is still gonna be holding onto the anchor for Bucket's lead, which holding just high combo on this map is gonna be a massive advantage. You know, it's massive. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
but actually, Cucumber is still holding on to the. Cucumber is actually having their combo back up to the 1.4k mark, but again, still. This is going to be the full combo from Kessler that's still going to be giving them the advantage. And we still have the second part as well, which I do believe the part after the first like big Ki was definitely a lot lighter. So we're going to be heading back into the onslaught of the second Ki, which of course is going to be a bit heavier, just to calm before the storm pretty much.
yeah, that's for sure. And I would like to point out, Veloci, despite having a very dirty as his drop compared to Plata. What? Oh my god! But Star actually, that was a very uncharacteristic miss. You do not want to see that if you're hoping Cucumber is going to win. And now Veloci and Kesrir can definitely run away with this. Veloci now actually holding his accuracy together now, nearly at 99.7 despite a very heavy drop earlier, and now Plata dropping again. I think this might be already starting off the end for Cucumber's pick, fourth pick of this match.
Yeah, there's not much map left, but here we go into the outro, which is gonna be pure LN density along with those Veloci actually finding enough to drop a Kesri still holding on to that full combo at that 99.69. You can see that potential 990 maybe if they hold on to their accuracy a bit, but oh my god, just getting into the outro. No, finding that drop at the end. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That is a very Kesria, unfortunately for him, did not get the full combo that he needed, but they definitely got back with their breakpoint, and that is a 987k. That is such an impressive score from Kesria right there.
What what a performance. Actually by every player as well. Just the PAs from everyone. Um being the highest 200 count was 11, which is extremely impressive from everyone. Again, this map is just very awkward, so it's going to be more of those heavier misjudgments that will be, again, the deciding factor, but that actually gives a huge advantage, again, back to Bucket, as I wouldn't be surprised they'd be jumping back into Rice 6 or maybe Rice 7. Maybe Rice 7 near the end, maybe just to try exhaust cucumbers out a small bit. Even LNX as well could be a potential pick for them.
Yeah, but it's a bit risky, but it is also it is potential pick if they think they might be a bit tiring. They might want to throw cucumbers off something somehow, but cucumbers still have their protect still, so they gotta have to use it soon. And actually, they're going to pick Rice 6, so it's the less dense. It's a less difficult Rice compared to the 2.
Not really too surprised that they are jumping into Rice 6. Potential match point we will be seeing here. And it's gonna be more of a classical Rice, so gonna see a lot more of those. I would say a lot more persuasive patterns. Like this
Yeah,
map
I
is gonna
think.
be
Oh, yeah, you go.
this map is just it's gonna be more bursty map. If I do remember correctly, so gonna be seeing how all these players do manage on those denser bursts as well. Again, only at 146 BPM, you could expect the lower BPM to be scary because, you know, there's going to be a lot higher snappings.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well. The star rating is very deceptive. I think the main difficulty is just holding the accuracy. I think it's not too hard to hold the based on, I guess just based on the songs. I think it's gonna be those songs that they has so many various different snappings that actually it's so hard for you to hold your accuracy together. You could do a full combo, but you might have to like manip, or at least like just have to like you have to just to spam some patterns just to get the full combo. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
And here we go. And here we go.
Yeah, indeed. And now cucumbers, they're looking at a potential, I'm sorry, Bucket looking at potential match point right now. 2 points away right now from winning this matchup, but it's probably going to be the hardest 2 points so far. We can see right now the abrasive pattern. And actually, both Livet and Manifstar are holding quite well right now. But still, the accuracy lead is on the side of Bucket with Kesri holding 99.94, 93-ish, way above everyone else.
Yeah. Again, at only 8.2, you can't really be treating a lot of those flams as jumps, especially when it's accompanied by a lot more of those bursty patterns we're going to be seeing a lot more when we do jump into after the first quarter map, pretty much. And here we go. This is this is a very funny song,
Oh,
and yeah, here we go. The funny patterns, a lot of those mini jacks, and a lot more of those streaming as
yikes.
clicks.
Yikes. Yeah, we can see right now the accuracy, everyone just dropped by at least 0.05%. No more 99.9%. Livet's down to 99.7%, and that's a miss on Livet.
That's gonna be that is not gonna help their case in trying to stank this boy. And a lot more of those anchors, Velocity finding 100, but it's going to be straight away live at finding another drop as well. Kesri still holding on to that 9.88, and Midistar actually not too far behind that 9.81 as well. But we still have the second half of the map to get through, which is going to be a lot more anchory, seeing a lot more of those free note anchors, accompanied by a lot more of those notes. At 146 BPM, I'm just pretty surprised that everyone's still holding on to it very well. Because you kind of have to micromanage a lot more of those accompanying notes along with some of those anchors as well.
Yeah, that's for sure, but they really need a godsend from Bucket right now. just because Levi's accuracy is so low compared to everyone else right now. They need something from Veloci or Kesri, but they're not giving anything around. They want to end this match as soon as possible. A 15,000 point lead. They need a couple misses, not just one, but I think they're like 2 or 3 misses from either Veloci or Kesri. But just look at Kesri right now. Their accuracy has not dropped. It's ever since the start of the mini jacks from the start of the map.
Yeah, they are just keeping they're just keeping their cool and just come into this. And again, with not much map left, I don't think anything would pretty much be the deciding fact. I'm pretty sure nothing else significant can change the lead. And there we go. Bucket now onto that match point, and Kesri on that P1 double S and Red Star as well.
What?
What are you guys doing?
What? What? No, like what? Like, okay, it's so funny how like at the start of the map we were focusing on the top row, how Veloci and Levet slash Plan has been performing out their minds at the first half of the match. Now it's the bottom rows of Kesri and Badivstar absolutely getting insane scores. Both of them getting a V1 double S on what I don't know how to describe that sort of map. It's like I think it's like a live mapping sort of map. It's not vocal dub. It's just very randomly mapped, one could say. At only 8.2 as well. It is higher than usual for Rice maps, I think. Rice maps is usually at only 8. So, yeah, their V1 double S is very impressive, but it's just the second player performance of Veloci outscoring Levet there. And now Cucumber staring at potential elimination. If if this is the one time that you have to pick your protect, this is the time.
Yeah, they have to pick their protect as their potential last pick. Actually, this
Yeah.
would be their this will be their last pick.
It is
Yeah.
the last pick. Yes, both
It is-
teams. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last pick, and it's gonna be no, it's gonna be the last pick for Cucumbers. This second last
Yeah.
pick in general.
Yes, that is correct. And yeah, they're going to go with their LN1 pick. No surprise there. I think the main question is, what is Bucket going to pick? 99% chance they're picking Rice X, but there is an off chance, just an off chance that they could go some completely different pick like LNX. But we'll have to wait and see. And now this is the LN coordination pick. I think all of these players are completely locked in. They're readying really quickly, and I think that should be the okay. And there we go. The 9th pick of the map and a potential Cucumbers now looking at potential elimination of this tournament of the fourth seeded team potentially going out at top 12.
Now at 230 BPM, we're seeing a big step up in BPM, so we're gonna see how all these players do fare on the fast release. I do believe Bucket can hold their own when it does come to release, but I think Cucumbers probably do have more of that comfy spot when it does come to it. But again, we're still going to have to see how they're going to fare in that 3-minute 16 map. Again, a lot with those alternating patterns and some of those reverse shields as well.
Oh, okay. I think everyone's now down to 99.7-ish. Pana is I'll say it's slightly struggling, but there's still a lot of map left in this. So there's a lot more to say right now, but you can see that everyone's very comfortable with the releases, even at 230 BPM. I would say the BPM doesn't matter too much as of right for LN1s. It's just how hard the releases are, and we can see Kesri struggling a bit right there, dropping down straight to 99.5. We're straight into the PI. Veloci leading a bit with a 99.74%, but it's being matched by MashedPotato, and Pana has no one to match right now.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot more of those, although the BPM is pretty high to make it pretty easier to act, a lot of those gaps are very dense, along with kind of managing those overly snapped BPM as well. I do believe we get some 300 BPM releases in this map as well, which is not easy at all.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we can see right now. Still, it's actually quite close right now, despite the miss from Kesri. Early in the map, we're only at 4,000 point lead, so it's not it for Cucumbers just yet. They need to hold on as long as possible, hoping for another miss maybe from Kesri or Veloci dropping accuracy, but they're really consistent so far right now. Yeah, I mean, a bit of a drop from Pana right now. Now the score is going down just slightly a bit more, but it's not enough yet for a Bucket.
Yeah, we still have final quarter map left, and the score lead is still extremely close. So even a drop from Cucumbers can swing the lead instantly back to Bucket. But now as we do kind of get into the guitar solo again, we're seeing a lot more of those denser stream patterns. Casper filling a drop on that, which is only going to be swinging the lead a bit more towards Cucumbers, which does give them slightly of a safety net to work with.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think now, Cucumbers can afford a drop. I know you don't want to afford any drops, but this is like a very big safety net right now for Cucumbers. Sure, the score lead is only at 8,000, but considering how many notes are there in this map, that is potentially basically 2 misses right there that Cucumbers can afford to drop. But they're not dropping at all. They're holding the Cucumbers. They're not dropping it at all. They are going to potentially run away with this with their 4th point. Kesri again dropping, and that's basically the nail in the coffin. There's not much more of the map left. It's basically the same for the rest of the map. We're approaching 5,000 combo, and we might potentially reach the potential last pick of the map. Kesri dropping again. That's not going to help out for Bucket, and Cucumbers is going to get their 4th pick and just stay alive for just one more map.
The Star and Velocity actually getting 99, getting to a 990 as well. Very, very impressive performance from both players.
Yes, that's for sure. Veloci did get the MVP, but yeah, with both players basically tying in scores, it's just a matter of the second player. And we can see Plana outscoring Kestria by around 12,000, 13,000 points. Oh, sorry, around 17,000 points. And that is basically that for Cucumbers. And now we're going to have to wonder what is Bucket is going to pick.
Yep, last pick of the entire pool. So here we are. I would not be surprised if they be jumping into Rice X, maybe even LNX as well. But yeah,
Oh,
they're going to be
okay,
jumping
right.
straight
Straight
into
away. Just straight away. No hesitation. They know what they're picking. It's just Rice all day long.
Yep. And here we are. Gonna be a very interesting. Definitely gonna be the, the a final pick to pretty much be remembered by. So again,
Yes.
gonna be another wildcard pick. So pretty much gonna be your mixed rice. At 189 BPM, we're gonna be seeing a lot more of those heavier snappings, and just with the rhythm as well. Gonna be fairly polyrhythmic as well, which well, we're gonna have to see
Good
how
luck.
all the players do perform. Yeah, good luck pretty much.
Good luck,
If we
pretty
see
much, yes.
if we see a 4-way in 99, that would be a really good performance by everyone to potentially finish off the match. I say
Yeah, but
potentially, as we could see tiebreaker as well if Cucumbers do snag the break point.
exactly, that was what I'm trying to say as well. Potentially it's tiebreaker, but we need to focus on, I think, Libet, who did not perform too well in the previous Rice map, as we saw. On the other hand, Kesri has now outperformed by so much compared to the start of the map. And here we go, the last normal pick of the map, and everyone's having a great start right now. But look at just the patterns right now. This is 189 BPM. Just I don't know what sort of pattern that you can describe. It's just absurd burst. And right now, Bucket is leading. But there's still so much more. There's still so much more patterns right now. There's still double full weight. Both teams are still holding full combos right now. This accuracy lead from Veloci and Kesri right now is the difference. But it's only 2,000 points, 3,000 points. That's not a lot, considering the match is only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Oh, it's getting close. It is getting so close right now. Hold on to your cucumbers because this is getting tight. Oh, Kesri drop on the bursting pattern right there, and the score is going back to cucumbers. Cucumbers need to hold the combo together. That's all they need to do. The score is big enough that even if Kesri managed to hold the accuracy together, there's not a lot of mats left. They need to hold together. Can Cucumbers do this to the tiebreaker? Veloci's doing everything he can right now to get a good accuracy. So is Needed. So is MashedPotato. They are doing this. There's still 1/4 of the map left. The patterns are getting so dense. MashedPotato dropping so much accuracy right now. And he drops. That's disastrous for MashedPotato. Kesri now back to the 400 combo. 400 combo. The lead is back to where it started. A 4,000 point lead for Bucket. Is Cucumber going to kick the bucket right now? There's still a bit more of the map left. Oh, this is getting so tight right now, and I think that's basically it. There's still a bit more of the patches left. And that's it. That is it for Cucumbers. They are going to have to kick the bucket and is eliminated out of this tournament. What a very close match for both Cucumbers. And unfortunately, Bucket just too strong, especially their Rise performance. Kesri with a really strong ratio, and Veloci again with a V1 double S. They're just unstoppable, and they're going to book themselves into the top 8 position, and waiting for them in the conditional second match in the semifinals. Commiserations to Cucumbers.
Yeah, well played to everyone. What a performance by everyone, especially that Right 6 performance. Now, I can't stay for too much longer myself because I do have an appointment to get to. So, it's gonna be Mashed Potato, with the close off. So again, I've been Nightkore. So, and thank you, Mash, for being the commentator with me. So, thank you everyone for just this performance in general. So, yeah, I'll be signing off for now. So,
yeah,
goodbye.
Thank you, Nightkore. Just to slightly close off before the end of the match, they're going to be facing against the winners of, I do not know how to pronounce their name. This is Girls Man Cry. I think there's some English writing of their name, but I think that's, oh no, never mind. I'm not sure actually. But that is going to be that. I think there is another matchup. Actually, it's happening right now. We're waiting for Patrash to come in. I don't know if I'm going to stay here, so I'm also going to sign off. If I do come back, then that would be cool. But if not, thank you everyone for watching this match, and do stay on for our next match, which is happening right now. Thank you.